Hi, everybody. We are now recording. So welcome to our Synergy Alliance call, one of the end of the year here in December. And tonight, as we talked about from last week, we're going to discuss our 2017 goals and our action plan behind those. I don't need this anymore. Sorry. So who would like to start? Valency, you're on the big screen, so I am going to call you out, my dear.
All right. I have to do this without my glasses because I have my turban on. These are kind of in random order, so I apologize for jumping around the year. One of my goals is to feel successful as a coach, to truly help at least 20 people in the next year make real progress, and to really cultivate a feeling of pride when I actually say that I am a coach. I'm still feeling a little shy with that, so that's something that I'm sure will come with time and practice. And to that point, and that's for, by the end of the year next year, that's my date for that goal. And by May 2017, I want to have earned my way to New Orleans for Summit, and I'm sure that will help me with that feeling of pride and coachdom. And specifically, I want to earn my way, hopefully through my Beachbody income. And I also, by March next year, I want to finish Insanity Max 30. I'm going to be starting that next Monday. I'm really, really excited about it. And I'll probably be mixing that a little bit with yoga just to keep my joints happy. And a big one for me, especially because I'm going to Summit, and that's a lot of travel, and travel is a difficult thing for me, especially with my neck issues. I want to build enough strength, muscles, and endurance to be able to stay upright for at least 8 hours. Currently, I need to lay down every 3 to 4 hours to decompress my neck because I have a lot of bulge discs and not enough muscles in my upper body to support the stability. So that's something I'm going to be working for throughout the year, but I'd like to be able to achieve that by May so that I'm way ahead of when we travel. And kind of more on the personal end, I want to start archery again. I miss archery. This is something that I haven't been able to do, and for me, it hasn't been weight is a barrier. For me, it's been the thoracic outlet and the weak neck. So again, that goes back to building that muscle, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to get to the point where repetitive motions aren't such a barrier for me. And also, along with archery, I want to be able to start knitting again. I know it's weird, but I enjoy it. And part of the earning my way to New Orleans, I want to make diamond by May 2017, at least, partially so that I can actually see my picture up there in the Hall of Recognition at Summit. I am dreaming about this. This is going to be on my dream board, which I'm working on building. And another hobby that I've been kind of restricted in because of my physical condition is writing. I miss writing, so I want to be able to start writing again and be able to type. I really, really don't like voice to text. The technology just isn't there yet. And especially when you're writing fantasy novels, that can get really annoying. And a big one for me, which is a big, scary, scary one, even scarier than going to Summit, scarier than trying to make diamond by May, is I want to be able to start trying for a baby, which means by June 2017, which may mean that I will be flying to New Orleans in my first trimester, hopefully. And this is a big, big, huge one because I've been really struggling with pain for the last 6, almost 7 years. And I don't believe that it can be, that it's permanent. I refuse to believe that. So that's really a big thing for me. And I'm open to suggestions on other things that I'm not seeing, because I'm aware that I have some blind spots in what I think I can achieve and what I can't. So that's what I've got so far.
Those are great. I like how you have given dates for most of them, and you have a monetary goal. You didn't list like a specific number, but having earned your way to Summit.
Come with Diamond.
Yeah, and also earning your way to Summit, that does have a monetary value in it.
Yeah.
So I really like those, and I like that you're pushing yourself with different workouts, because it's important to be proof that the product works. It's one of our vital behaviors, and so that's a great one, is pushing out of your comfort zone, away from PiYo, which is, I know, your love and your passion.
I forgot one. I'm going to get certified in PiYo next year, and possibly yoga.
Nice. I love that. That is fabulous. And I know that you can achieve, and all of this is all very, achievable. I really believe that. And that's good. And these are good goals for you. So they are great. Pam, how about you?
Well, does Brianne have to leave?
Oh, you're right. Brianne, I should have gone with you first. Brianne, do you need to leave soon?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Good idea, Pam. Sorry, I totally spaced on that.
Sorry, guys. Today and next week is the last one, and then I'm changing. I'm really sorry. Okay. So, for 2017, go Diamond January 3rd. Read 60 PD books at the end of the year.
16?
60.
By the end of the year?
Yes.
All right.
Which, well, when you think about it, though, yeah, 60. So starting in January, it's a 6-month class. I'm going to become a certified wellness coach. It takes 6 months online to do it. Pay off student debt. The fiance doesn't know this one, but by the end of the year, I'm going to buy a house, a 4-bedroom house. Complete 4 full Beachbody programs from finish to end in the whole year. Go to Summit in New Orleans and take 3 coaches with me. Start paying off my student loans, because I've put them in deferment for 2 years. Build a bigger cushion of savings by the end of the year. Go on 2 family vacations, because one of my coaches is getting married next year in Canada, and I already said I'm going next August. And I was asked, why didn't I plan family vacations? So 2 family vacations. Help one person, whether it be a family or a friend, out financially, because I have a sister who still lives at home with my parents. In 2 years, quit my job working at a preschool and do Beachbody full time. And in 2 years, pay off my student debt.
Those are great goals.
Yeah, they're pretty creepy.
What about through the rest of the year in terms of your rank?
So once I didn't get that far because I'm trying to get to Diamond. So when I did these, it was like the accomplishments. I would say 1-star Diamond by the end of the year.
All right.
Anything else?
No, those are fabulous. And I like, paying off student loans. It's also not a physical monetary number like this much a month, but it's something that's really important so that you can start putting that towards a house, like pay off the loans, then buy a house. Those are really great, Brianne. And again, those are all attainable, and I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
So Pam, how about you?
Well, I took mine, and Melanie talked about doing it, like the first 3 months, and then 6 months, and 9 months, and 12 months. So I kind of stuck with that. So January, the first 3 months, and I guess until the end of March, are kind of big. And one of them is to thrive off motivation that I've created, and not depend on the next program or the next flavor of Shakeology or the next, but just off of what I've created. I got that out of one of the many YouTubes I've listened to. By March to be Emerald. January, I'm doing Whole30 with a bunch of people at work. So that's kind of scary. And lose 15 pounds. In 6 months, well, by then that's right there at Summit. So go to Summit, be a Ruby by then. Hopefully maybe change my hours back to getting off at 3:30 so I can keep running. 9 months, I'd like to be a diamond by my birthday. That's September the 12th. And there's a bridge race in November, so in September I'll start getting ready for that. And I'm determined this year to make September a better month. September is a stinky month for me. Just lots of stuff in September, and I dread it, and I'm convinced I'm not going to do that this year. So, and then next December is to celebrate everything on this list being checked off.
Yeah, that's fabulous. I love that. Yeah, I like how you have everything. Yeah, following the 3, 6, 9, 12. So I like thriving off the motivation that you've created. That's really fabulous. So good.
And I've created, well, I already had it, but now I've got to figure out how to fix what I've created. But I've got a YouTube channel now. So
good.
I took all my videos from Facebook and put them on YouTube.
That's fabulous.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Good. And once you start creating, for example, I had someone that wanted to do a 7-day Shakeology sampler. So yesterday I made a video on Zoom, and you don't have to pay a subscription to record a video on Zoom. It's only if you have more than one person on a Zoom call. I recorded a video, and as if I was talking to my team, and I just said, hey, everybody, this is your coach, Catherine. I wanted to talk to you guys about how to set up the 7-day sampler, place your order if you're not quite ready yet. I was a skeptic, so I get it. So I just talked about it, and then I screen shared, and I showed how to get to that spot. So then, when someone asks, well, can I do this? Can I do that? You don't have to waste time, typing something. You don't have to waste time explaining the same thing over and over again. So, and then you've also built up your YouTube channel with tons of different, informational videos that are yours, and not just, oh, here's Brittany Leggett's video on how to do that. Oh, here's Lindsay Hallow's video or Lindsay Stay's video on this. Start doing your own little trainings and stuff, and build that up so that you have a resource for everyone, and it's you. You are the resource, sending them your YouTube channel. So, that's really great too. And that's another way to get up, thrive on the motivation that you've created, is start creating stuff like that. And building up your channel. I would also say for you, Pam, continue to maintain your blog, because you started it. And really have fun with that, and make that a big resource for you and for your people to go to.
Yeah.
Because I know the blog was a really exciting thing for you.
Oh, yeah.
So good. I loved it. Darla, don't look surprised.
Yes. Brianne went away. Did Brianne go?
Yeah, she has a call at 6:30.
I know. Okay, well, Miss Pam challenged me to write down my goals. We had a conversation on the phone, and she said, just get a piece of paper and write some lines and put 3, 6, 9, 12. And I'm like, well, every time I put my goals down, I have, I guess, been disappointed. Kind of like if you put all of your dreams down and you give it 120% of your all and you don't make it, or you don't do it, then you really did fall on your face and you failed. But if you hold some things out and, listen to the Surge call, and she's like, how many of you guys have given, you could not give 1 more inch. There was no more left to give. And there's a lot to give. I didn't give it. I had no more to give. So If I start sneezing, I'm sorry. I'm getting a cold. And so I wrote down 3, 6, 9, 12, and no more than 10 minutes. Pam said, no more than 10 minutes. Like, look at her pointing at me, the teacher finger. No more than 10 minutes and up to 10 minutes. And so that was my goal. So I did, like, you know, when someone rings the doorbell and your house looks like crap and you start throwing things everywhere and cleaning really, really fast. That's how I wrote it, and I got it done, and I have a whole sheet of stuff. I was amazed at how much came in. So this is it. So I put the very top of the column for 3, I put clean slate, because I like the analogy of we all have a clean slate and we all have a chance. And I put vision board in big block letters because I have a vision board, but I would not say it's a vision board of cool things, fun stuff, kind of like badass, fierce things, but it's not my business. So I have a business board. I put by the end of the 3rd quarter to be SC5, non-negotiable every month, to brand myself successfully and be happy of the branding, to have run 4 successful challenge groups, placing more coaches under, and I will be Diamond Plus status by the end of the first 3 months. YouTube trainings up and in place. Savings is growing, and my .com will be up and flourishing, so I can send people to a blog, to the .com, and have all of this down with the team page. So like you said before, it's not Brittany Leggett's training, it's not Lindsay Matway's training, Shay Stanford, which I think Shay's the bomb anyway. So that's the end of 3 months. By the end of 6 months, team page with recorded, organized, systemic planning in place for coaches, new coaches, and coaches in training. Coaches with proper training and accountability. I put set business hours, non-stop live videos and sponsored ads. 100 more and newer lives transformed by the end of the 6 months. SC10 plus negotiable from here on out. I put Success Club trip / summit, automation with blog and the .com site, and then leave my job because I can by the end of the 6 months. I put MIA trip, so when you are part of Chalene Johnson Smart Success, you got a chance to go to the MIA thing, and that's in April. That's out there. I don't know if I could possibly do that. I'm not saying I can't. It's a big financial commitment to do so in LA. I have a project on the side, and I said, are you working on the side project and going off to seclusion? And there's a big number approaching this end of the 6 months, and I have the trip because that birthday, I will celebrate that birthday, and it will be a big deal. By the 9 month, 3-star diamond, I had first put October, and I kept looking at that going, that's not cool, that's not right. So I scratched out October and I put August. 3-star diamond by August. I had put concluded summit with my coaches, all my coaches, and already booked next year's trip. I had put go to Chicago with my kids because I have not been in many years. Decisions that need to be made have been made. Project in final stages, and travel to one place nice, either for the 50 trip or something else. And I said business, coaches flourishing and growing. 12-month financial security to be in place. My life has now been designed by my own self, by my own design, transformed physically. And that's a huge thing. If you know my history, that's a huge thing. Second business center started. Have no idea where that came from. Anyway, second business center started. Don't know. Okay. 5-star elite. Qualify for the training in California. That one has been in there for a couple of years. Project is finished, and by the end of the 12th month, I will have a car that is newer to me. And that's all I could cram in under 10 minutes.
Good, because that's all my hand can take.
I can send you a picture of it.
No, I've got it.
I see you clapping, Pam.
That is fabulous. I am so proud of you. And that's a good point that you brought up, is the vision board. I would love if by the end of this month, we all created our vision boards on PicMonkey or whatever. Dora, I'll explain PicMonkey to you later, or Valency can.
There's an app too. I need to share an app with you.
Okay. I want everybody to do their vision boards and have fun with it. Make it fun and really put that out there. Put that into the universe. Print it, have it as the background on your laptop screen or whatever you want, and everything that you want for 2017, so that at the end of the year, when we do our end of the year reviews, you could be like, bam, that's done. Bam, that's done. And delete all of that off your vision board and then create a whole new vision board for 2018 with none of that stuff on it, because they're all completed. So I would love for everybody to do their own vision boards. I'm a huge visual learner. Even though what are you shoving in my face, Darla? What was that word?
Hey, I'm not even in your face, girlfriend. But I forgot. I was going to show you right here. You can't probably seen it, and it says this little block. I've got.
Just read it.
Is it backwards?
She's something non-negotiable. Non-negotiable miracle.
Sustained, non-negotiable miracle morning, happily completed each day.
Yeah, that is a good one. That is a fabulous one. So for people that don't know, Darla and I started doing the Miracle Morning, and it has been.
Now Pam's got it.
What?
So now Pam has it.
Oh, really? Oh, it is totally like life-changing. It's so amazing. Hold on. I need more paper now because Darla took up the whole piece of paper. So it is so amazing. I'm absolutely loving it. And the workbook with it is so fabulous. I've actually.
Would you like me to leave? I can go.
No. I love you. The workbook with it is so fabulous, and I'm sending my coaches copies of the inside of that workbook so that they can use it for their own goal setting as well. So, Darla, I love these and I love you. That's just enough said, Dora, why don't you introduce yourself while you're here speaking, and just say just a little bit about yourself, and then with some of your goals.
Sure. So my name's Dora. I live in Clear Lake, California, which is north of Sonoma County. It's about an hour and a half north of Sonoma County. I'm a mother of a 5-year-old girl who likes to get into lots of trouble. We just found out that she is already ready for first grade, and she's in TK. And so she is acting out and hitting other kids because she's bored. So that's been one of my major challenges this year. Also, I'm a tax preparer, and January is quickly approaching. So if you have any tax questions, please feel free to text me or, message me or something. I'm more than willing to answer them for you guys, but I do work for H&R Block, and we get crazy soon. So a lot of my goals are focused around 4 months, not 3, because tax season lasts till April 15th. So I kind of made tax season as its own little group for my goals. I've been on my fitness journey actually since I was probably 18, but I started Beachbody in July with Valency. She's my sister from another mother, but I love her, and she's the best person in my life right now, and she's really been really supportive, and and I have a wonderful husband also. He's very supportive too, even though he doesn't really like the boxes. But he's been very supportive, so I don't care. He doesn't have to like the boxes, I'll deal with the boxes. So the 30-day goal I have for the end of January 31st, I want to be continuing to drink my 160 ounces of water every day. And in tax season, that's kind of hard because I see clients every 30 minutes, sometimes more often than that. So it can be hard to get the water in. So that's one of my big goals, is to get through the first 30 days of continuing my water. So I'm staying hydrated. The 2 of them are kind of back to back. It's the 4-month goal at the end of April to have never had any high fructose corn syrup or soda through all of tax season. And that is my go-to for everything, is soda, and no high fructose corn syrup. So I'm actually watching the breads and other things that I eat to make sure they don't have it either. and to stay on my nutrition during it. And to do that, one of the things we've done is I've set up with my boss, actually, we're both doing, bringing healthy foods to leave in the office for tax season. So we're helping each other stay on track. Let's see. My 6-month goal is actually for me and my daughter by June 30th. I want to be able to walk on the beach with her and not be in excruciating pain and be able to actually walk on the beach. My 9-month goal is to be able to go see camels. We have a camel farm up here, and my daughter got to go, and I can't walk the half mile to get to the camels. So I want to be able to walk to that half mile and go visit the camels with my daughter. And I'm going to do it by September 30th of 17. And then I have a couple of 1-year goals. No soda of any sort for the whole year. I'm trying to keep away from that. I turn into a royal bad person, and you don't want to meet me then. And my other one was hopefully helping at least 7 people in any way. Right now, I haven't gotten that more finalized, but I'm really kind of excited about this whole idea of starting to help other people with their own health.
That's fabulous. You know, what's interesting is I did a comparison, and I've done a couple of them on some parallels between Alcoholics Anonymous and this, and in what AA calls the big book. They taught the guy, the author wrote, I found that, through my journey of getting sober, I then started to help others. And that's really when everything came full circle, and I was actually healing with my sobriety, and I was healing from my alcoholism, and I was healing from my own mental, I haven't read it, so I'm kind of paraphrasing from what I've heard at meetings. Cause I'm not in AA, but I have a lot of family that is. So anyway, so through that he was healing, mentally, physically, emotionally. And so it is so great, Dora, that, when you first started, you needed to focus on yourself, and that is fabulous. And I'm so glad that you have made yourself a priority. And I know that that is going to help you, and you look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you.
And then helping other people, it really does help yourself all around. I know that I became 100% more accountable when I started taking on challengers and, expecting them to do something. And I'm like, well, shoot, like I can't expect them to drink Shakeology every day if I don't. And I can't expect them to do their workouts every day if I don't. And I can't expect them to, I can't expect this or that if I'm not doing it as well. And then of course with these coach groups, which I completely fell in love with, and I was like practically screaming to Dora on the phone today when I was like, oh my gosh, you're going to love this call. Oh my God, it's fabulous. Everybody's fabulous. Oh my God. And I was like freaking out. So Dora, I am so proud of you. And these are really great goals. And I know that the big goals and the tough part is going to be the first quarter of the year for you, but that's okay, because then that once you get through that first quarter, it's almost like the rest of it's going to seem like a cakewalk. If you just, stay on, the hardest part of your year is right there in the beginning. And then the rest of it is just going to be like, oh my God, and it will be so fabulous for you. So so I know you're just starting. So, and slowly, over the 2017, you'll develop the monetary goals, or some of the goals that some of us have listed. You'll know what Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, 1-star, what all that means, and the financial freedom that comes with those ranks, and, how to work all of that. You'll learn that. But, I'm so glad to have you here. And these are really fabulous goals. And I love that they're all centered on you, because we talk about the 4 vital behaviors with being a coach. And one of them is, personal development. And the other is be proof the product works. And so literally right there, 50 to 75% of our vital behaviors have to do with you. So, to be a coach, like what other job is there where it is literally your job to, put yourself first? It is literally your job to put yourself first, and you have to in this business. And so I'm really proud of you for putting yourself first and doing that. And now you're excited and ready to pay it forward to other people. And you've already started by helping your boss, and you're creating a better environment in your work. You are making huge changes already for other people. And it's so fabulous. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I see Valency vigorously nodding her head right now. Valency, did you want to say anything, by the way, since she's your coach?
Well, I was texting her, but yes, I absolutely adore those goals. And I wanted to point out, you're already influencing very directly both your husband and your daughter. And to that effect, you're also influencing our parents our chosen parents. They may not be 100% on it yet, but they're watching you. I know they're watching you almost more than they're watching me, because there's always one child that they listen to more. And it's funny that I don't know where I'm going with this, but you're already almost all the way there with your 7, is what I guess is my point. So, it may not be that they're directly clients of yours, but there are going to be so many people watching you and seeing the progress that you make. And in your office, your clients, your coworkers, everybody you come across, even people you bump into in the store. So you may not even be able to keep track of all the people that you are influencing and benefiting. Which is the amazing part of this. And just what, to reinforce what Catherine had said, you're doing this for you, but at the same time, by actively becoming a coach, even if you're not doing every single bit of the coaching, people are watching you, and you are just becoming such a force of change in this world. And that accountability is really a huge, huge factor. I cannot tell you how many times that I have been like, oh my God, it's almost 8 o'clock and I haven't gotten my workout in yet. And I can't end the day without getting a workout in. Assuming that I'm not in a flare up, obviously, put yourself first. But that extra pressure it's a good pressure. It's a growth pressure. And that's something that I really needed in my life as well. It makes such a huge difference being a challenger versus being a coach, even in the beginning stages. It absolutely adds a fuel to your fire. So it's going to be, I'm really, really thrilled to see what's going to be happening in 2017 for all of us.
Yeah, that Valency's always really good with her words. And Dora, I'll have to send you some links to some of our previous team calls, because I kid you not, we pretty much all had chills after Valency spoke. You ladies are all a force to be reckoned with. And I am so, I feel so grateful to have all of you in my life every day and for the next year. So I guess that means I should probably say mine for accountability. And I'm going to type all of this into a file in our Synergy group. And then I will also add everyone else's who couldn't be on the call, just so that we can help hold each other accountable. So number 1 on my list would be get into the best shape of my life. And similarly to a lot of people, my biggest struggle is my nutrition. And that is because I love carbs and I love wine and I love, all of that good stuff. And, it's just so good. I could talk for hours about the foods that we shouldn't be eating because they're really, really horrible for us. So anyway, get in the best shape of my life. So the action plan that I have behind that is stay on top of my nutrition, really hone in on using the portion control boxes, which can be hard for some people. Some people resist it. It's not always easy, but it is a great way for me to not count every single calorie, because I freaking hate that. Not count my macros, because counting macros sucks. I've watched a coworker of mine who's a personal trainer and she's convinced it's the only way to live life. I don't want to count my macros. All I want to do is I want to scoop some rice into my yellow box and slap it on and not think twice about it and just be like, okay, that's it. That is my portion. That is it. Scoop some broccoli in. And if I'm hungry, I maybe add an extra spear of broccoli because that's okay. And really get it in my mind that, it's okay. like that was something that the 3-day refresh really helped me with, is it's okay to feel a little bit hungry. It's okay to not eat until I want to kill myself, which was huge for me for Thanksgiving. And I didn't eat till I wanted to kill myself, like I've done every year. I've actually purged before after Thanksgiving, so I didn't. So anyway, get in the best shape of my life, which is also will benefit my business, because that will show people that these products work. What goes along with that is getting Tristan, my horse, in the best shape of his life, which also requires commitment and consistency on my part to work him, because he doesn't do pull-ups in his stall at night when I'm not there. So I am his core work. I am the one that does his core work. And so that means, even if I've had a tough workout that day, I still have to work my horse. He has to be a priority as well. Next would be become a 3-star diamond. So I want to be diamond by February, and then before Summit, I would like to be 1-star diamond. So by Summit, which is in July, I want to be 1-star diamond, and by the end of the year, 3-star diamond. And I want to be earning $1,000 a month in my business by July, and then double that by December. So, and bringing up Summit, I want at least half my coaches at Summit, and I've already got some of them coming. So yay, even if she can't have a cocktail with me if she's pregnant. But we'll talk about that later, Valency. Anyway, so I want to, so for those that don't know, I think everyone here knows, I went to nursing school, and I have now taken my boards twice, and I have not passed them twice. So I have now set my next date, and I'm going to tell all of you right now. It is January 31st. So I want to pass my NCLEX by February, because I'll find out probably sometime in February if I pass. And then by March, I would like to have a nursing job and be moved out independently on my own from my parents' house by March. So the first part of the year, similar to Dora, is going to be very, very busy. And another Make Success Club every single month, and maintain that consistency with helping those 3 people every month. So I want to also, well, I put on here, have my own dog by December. That's a little one. But my mom, I actually went and saw some puppies at the Humane Society today, and I was so ready to adopt one. Anyway, so have my own dog by the end of the year. And to me, that represents independence and like being a real adult, because I now have an animal and I'm responsible for another being. Although I do have a horse, so I guess that counts. He's a really large dog. And then I want to effectively use my Erin Condren planner, as I posted in our Synergy group. I want to get that planner, and I want to use it effectively to help my coaches, so that when we do our one-on-one coach calls, I have this planner with everyone's goals for the year in it. And I want to effectively use my Team ZY account. I paid for the full year of Team ZY, which is a way to use tracking, and I want to really use that to my advantage. I want to become a certified instructor, and my 5-year goal is I want to become a master trainer. So I want to be able to, once you're a master trainer, you can teach others. You can certify other people. So I'd like to become a master trainer. That's a 5-year goal, but become certified in at least 2 programs next year. And I would like to have a new car by December of next year, paid for solely with my Beachbody income. I want to travel with my boyfriend, Danny, somewhere aside from the Success Club trip that I'm going on in April that I've earned through my Beachbody business. He's also coming on the Success Club trip, but I want to do another trip, he and I, for at least 5 days at some point. And maybe that'll be to come visit Darla. So whatever it is, I just want to do a trip. And the vision board, I ended up adding that on just now when Darla was talking about it. I want to this month create a vision board and really stick to it. I feel like I wasn't feeling my vision board this year. I wasn't quite feeling it. And, I want to have fun with it. and I want to, thank you, Darla. He is like 10 dogs. So he costs like 10 dogs. That was another monetary goal. So actually, now that you say that, sorry, can you tell I have ADD? So I also want all of my horse costs to be paid for with my Beachbody business. So that's it. I've got some big goals, and I'm really excited to be spearheading them with all of you ladies this year. And I'm really excited for 2017. I know I remember last year talking to Darla and a few people, and we were like, 2016 is going to be the shit, and like, it's going to be awesome, and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. And then now here we are all feeling like we've been violated because 2016 was actually really crappy in a lot of different ways. I mean, we are now living in Trump's America. So, I mean, dear God, anything can happen. Whether you like him or not, I'm not saying anything negative. I'm simply saying anything can happen. And, a lot of crazy things happened this year. We had some people that were coaches for a long time that have now quit. And some of our own, upline coaches have quit. And that can be really hard. I know that was really hard for some people at the very beginning of this year. And it was really shocking. And it took a lot of people by surprise. So I am so proud of everyone that has really stuck to it this year and really given it their all. And I want to do the same thing with 2017. I want to bring in as much positivity as we can. And I want to bring in the passion that we all have to help others. And I'm really excited for this group. This group will remain. Synergy Alliance is not going anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere, and I know none of you are. And I am so blessed to have all of you in my life. And I'm so excited to see all of you at Summit as well. Does anybody want to have any closing? I'll unmute everybody. Does anyone want to say anything before we log off?
I love you guys.
I love you guys. Darla, what are you doing?
I am trying to finish a quilt before it needs to be sent out tomorrow.
Ooh.
Are you at work?
No, I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And
Anyway,
my machine's acting up. So now I'm freaking out. And that means I have to go to the shop. Huh?
Well, yeah, so I didn't know if anybody wanted to say anything else. But I'm just really honored to be a part of
Catherine, your connection is breaking up a little bit.
It is?
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me.
On my end, it is. I have good Wi-Fi bars.
Is that the same for everybody? Am I breaking up?
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay. So anyway, does anybody have any last minute comments or any other goals they want to talk about? Or another thing something that the Melanie Mitra video talked about was also anticipating roadblocks and knowing that, considering how it would feel to reach these goals. So I wrote down some roadblocks. So for me, having enough time to study and along with working, my new job as a nurse working full-time, maintaining my business along with being a full-time nurse. And a lot of that might come with having to work like a night shift, like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and working odd hours and then sleeping during the day and not being available for my business. That's something that concerns me. And I think of it as a roadblock that I want to anticipate now. And moving out, just a lot of changes. I'm someone that fears change. So I have a lot of changes coming up in 2017. So I'm anticipating those roadblocks, and I'm kind of just mentally preparing for that. And to me, it's going to feel absolutely humbling and amazing to be a 3-star diamond coach and also a respected nurse and building this empire with all of you guys. I will feel incredibly humbled and honored and shocked. I will just feel like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that this is my life right now, So did anybody want to add anything else before we close out for the night?
I actually had a question for Pam.
Sure.
Uh-oh. Yes.
No, you just have I saw one of your posts about the drawer at work with the candy.
Oh, it's horrible. Yes.
And my entire office is filled with candy and other such things
Uh-huh.
because that's what everybody else wants to eat.
Uh-huh.
So what have you used to help you with that? Because that's my big roadblock I'm looking at this next year, is trying to get on to.
Holy water, a crucifix.
Yeah, pretty much. I have my own office, but I have my own desk. And so in my desk, I do keep hot chocolate because I was off coffee for 30 days, but I keep hot tea. I do my own trail mix and bring my own trail mix, in Ziploc bags. We have a refrigerator, so I've always got yogurt or a banana and peanut butter or apples and peanut butter, stuff like that. If it's available, I'll go for that, hopefully, and try to stay out of that room that has that stuff in it. But yeah, it's hard. But it's funny because the whole group that I work with has decided that we're going to do a weight loss challenge again in January, and I have to be the one that runs it. So I think it's kind of funny. But they're not starting till January 9. So, which works out fine for me. So, but I've jumped on the bandwagon of doing Whole30. So,
Are they doing the health bet with you?
Well, 2 of them are on Shakeology already, but they're with other coaches, which is fine. But I'm trying to get a couple of others to do Shakeology with me. So I'm working on that.
Good.
So, yeah, but just have other stuff in your drawer. Take other stuff with you to work. Get you an insulated lunchbox and pack it full of whatevers, and then just have that with you instead of whatever's in the drawer. Try to stay out of it. But, yeah, they say they're not going to replenish the drawer after January, but I'll believe that when I see it. So.
Right?
You should get the elf on the shelf thing and put it in the drawer. So they open the drawer, there's just an elf.
Yeah.
And it's like, your candy will be back next year.
That's right. The candy will be back next year.
All right, Dora, have you ever watched Coach Tulin?
Yes.
Okay, because she is like the bomb. She seriously is.
Yeah, Dora, I'll send you a list of some coaches that I think you might identify with, and you can start following them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Valency can do the same, or all of us can. I mean, now that you're part of this group, you're just going to get lots of messages. So whether you like it or not.
All right. Yeah, that's for sure.
I found something. I was listening to one of Shalene's calls. It's a totally off the wall ADD moment, but I have it sitting here on a piece of, I forgot what this stuff is called. You glue fabric together with this stuff. So it's sitting here by my sewing machine, and someone had asked her what her, I would say, the go-to personal development books that she feels that anybody starting out, any entrepreneurial endeavor should read. And she said the very, very top one that she said, I've read it so many times that I've had to replace the book. And she said, is Eat That Frog. That was the very top one. So I'll post some Synergy later. And the second one is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, which I own both of those books. And she said, pardon?
Have you read them?
Look at you all getting in my business. I have
Sure, right?
my little head going. I have actually, because Eat That Frog is about procrastination, and I have started that book about 25 times. It was one of the first books I put in my Kindle.
So you've procrastinated on the book.
The procrastination book. That takes skill. Fear me. Fear me. It takes skill.
It does not.
It does not. And thank you. And if you, anyone wants to come to Summit, we will have cocktails. Valency, if you're pregnant, we will drink yours in front of you. And that includes Pam. And she said anything and everything. She says Dale Carnegie. He is like the bomb.com. She goes, you should read all of his books, like all of them. But she says, number one is, the eat that frog, because she says you'll get nowhere. And then somebody asked her because Brian Tracy, of course, I just ordered on the Kindle 2 of his books. And then if you have the Kindle Unlimited, some of his books are on there. And I also have a podcast. I think I've got to quit it for a while. All those freaking Audible, credits. Brian Tracy, the complete works of Brian Tracy. It might be 2 credits. It was a few months ago. If you have credits through Audible, you can get his books on there. So she says you should read them, because she said I stalked Brian Tracy for a really long time.
Yeah, Audible is a great resource for those that don't have it. It's really great. And to be honest, a little life hack, if you already know someone that has Audible, and you can download the Audible app and use their email and password to log into Audible, and whatever books they've bought will now be on your phone. So if you really can't afford it right now and you know someone that has it,
I've got some saucy books on my Kindle. If anybody wants to, they can have access to mine. Got a few bodice rippers on there.
Stop recording now before we talk about those saucy books. Thank you.
But it's mostly personal development. It seriously is. It's a very boring looking Kindle.
Oh my God.